Section 3 of the game has changed. This is what we call the 5 stages of travel. Now, this is not my concept, the 5 stages of travel. This is the result of a study that was originally conducted by Google back in 2011 and then more recently revisited by Siteminder, and they conducted a bit of an article on it and to review the information and make sure it's still relevant here. But around the hotel industry, this has been well regarded as a model to follow. And there's other versions of it, and I'll give you a slight tilt on it today as well. But the concept is that there are stages that a traveller will go through, from pre-booking to staying and to after the stay. And it's important to understand this journey that they're on and how we can impact across each stage of their travel journey. I apologise for the fuzzy diagram in the back there, but the original article is really hard to actually get your hands on now. It's only the more recent one from Siteminder that you can more easily access. But still, the content of what we're about to go through is really important. So let me just breeze through this. I don't want to labour on this for too long, but I just want to introduce you to the concept if you haven't seen it already. Basically, the 5 stages of travel are, first one is dreaming. So at that point when you're going, hey, we should go on a trip. In a corporate environment, it's probably not so dreamy. It's more of I've got to go on a trip. But it's all about those thoughts and the actions that come with when you're at that dreaming stage. Before that, or after that, you then move into the actual planning stage. And this is probably more so when you pick up a device or get on a computer and actually start to look at what your options are. The third area is when you've done some of your research, you actually move into booking and actually transacting on it. We've inserted, and you can see the asterisks there, we've inserted an additional stage here, which we call anticipating. And if you read through the content that pairs with this module here, that it will give you our full explanation there. But anticipating is a very important part of the process. In fact, it's been proven, I can't remember the exact percentage, but it's something like, it's been proven that I think it's 40 odd or 45% of the joy that comes from an experience, this could be any experience, but the 40 or 45% of the joy that comes from an experience comes from the anticipation. And so it's important that I feel that we put that in there as a stage of the travel, and how do we interact with the guests at the anticipating stage of the trip. Experiencing is clearly on site, you're doing it, you're there. And the final one is sharing. So after the fact, what are they doing? Who are they telling? What are they saying? Are they placing reviews and the likes? So that's the 5 stages of travel. And introduce another framework, what we call the 5 stages scorecard. So here, I just want to give you some perspective as to where you sit in this. And this is very, very high level, I guess, but it's a very simple framework where you can go into the frameworks template, and I want you to go through and score your biggest competitor on each of the 5 stages, how you think they rate on each of those, and then go through and score your own business. And you'll see where your highs and your lows are, where therefore some of the opportunities are that you can, apply some actions to. And you'll notice there's an actions to take column, but I want you to reserve the actions to take column until you go through the next section of this module, where we give you a number of tips and tricks throughout the 5 stages.